What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to another Mental Champion Monday, okay? And today is our first video in May. Today's the first video that we're dropping in May, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I think that these Mental Champion Monday videos will be perfect for the month of May just because of the awareness that it's going to bring to mental health and being a mental champion. And so today, I think it's only right that we start the month off and start this video off with a refresher. And with that refresher, I mean, what does it mean to be a mental champion? What does it look like to be a mental champion? We talked about this on the very first mental champion video that I dropped months ago. I can't even remember when we dropped the first video. We dropped so many since then, but I think to be a mental champion, it doesn't mean to control your thoughts. It doesn't mean to be able to tell yourself what to think and tell yourself how to feel. It's being able to not allow your thoughts to control you or not allow how you feel to control you. That's what being a mental champion is. It's not about waking up and saying, okay, I'm going to be happy at all costs and thinking you're going to go throughout the day without anything sad or anything that brings you down happening to you. No, those things are going to happen, but it's about not letting how those thoughts come up or how you feel come up control you, control how you move through the day. You still can wake up and say, I'm choosing happiness today, and when sadness comes, remind yourself, no, I know that it's here. I knew that it may pop up. I knew that there was a possibility that it may show its face today, but I'm still choosing happiness. It's, again, not allowing those feelings, emotions, those situations, anything that adversity, anything like that, take over how you feel, change the way you think. That's what being a mental champion is. A lot of times we try to go back into the past and we try to think about, man, if I would have did this differently, or if this situation would have happened differently, I would be a better person, or I'd be in a better situation, or something greater would have happened to me. But the truth is, probably not. I mean, those things happen for a reason. I'm just a strong believer in that. It's time to let your story go. Let what happened to you go. Let those situations go. Let whatever narrative that you created for yourself, let that story go and start fresh today. Start with a clear mind today. Start with a new page, a new chapter, a new book today. That's important. That's important in being present. That's important in this new journey that you're about to take on as far as becoming a mental champion and being able to control how situations and thoughts control you. No, we're not having that. Absolutely not. So as far as letting the story go, let's get into that. As I talked about earlier, a lot of times we go back to situations and things and think about how we would have changed or how we would have wanted to do something differently. But without that situation, and we've talked about this before, without going through that obstacle, you wouldn't be who you are today. You wouldn't be able to even reflect on that because you'd still be living in it. Let me say that again. You wouldn't be able to reflect on that because you would still be caught up in that present moment. You wouldn't have grown. You wouldn't have evolved. You wouldn't have transformed or transitioned into this new person that you are now without being able to go through whatever it is that you went through. Those situations, those times, that hard time, trying to figure out everything when you feel like the world is on your shoulders or you're facing depression or anything, just the world just seems that heavy weight is on your shoulders. That's made you stronger today. That's made you a better person today. So why would you want to let that go? Why would you want to go back to that and try to change it? You've needed that. You needed those lessons to grow. You needed those lessons to teach you how to be a better person, how to better handle the situation when it comes to you again, because those forms are going to come again. It's just going to come in a different face. We face the same things, it's just a different face, but going through those lessons or going through those previous times, that's what prepares us for what's next. There's many situations that I think about, and I used to be like, man, I wish I could have changed that. I wish I could have done this differently. Especially this one. I wish I would have said that. I wish I would have thought of that then. No. Just the fact that you can think about it now, or just the fact that you know what to say in the future, shows your progression. That shows your growth. Be proud of that. Be proud of who you are right now. Let's create a new path for us right now. Let's create a new way for us right now. And I was talking about this earlier. This self-discovery journey, this self-love journey, this journey to become more connected with who I am as a person. And a lot of people are on these same journeys. So I would say more connected with who you are as a person. It's very rewarding, especially because now we live in such a trendy world where we do things based on what's popular, and eventually that fades. And when you stay true to yourself and you stay believing in exactly what you believe in, it's going to show, it's going to reflect, and that's the reward that pays off. That's the reward that shows you what I've went through. Those past situations were worth it just because of who I'm able to shine and be right now. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Don't forget, man, it's time to let that story go. It's time to create a new narrative. It's time to write a new book. And so with that being said, I welcome you all to the month of May. I welcome you all to Mental Health Awareness Month. I welcome you all to the month of being a mental champion. I pray that this month we are able to stay strong in our willpower, that every day that we wake up, what we say we do is what we're going to do. We're going to remind ourselves of our intentions every day. And when those obstacles come up, we're still going to stay strong in our intentions. I see a lot of prosperity. I see a lot of success. I see a lot of inspiration and growth coming out of everyone this month, man. I thank you all for tuning into these videos. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss how we're about to spice things up this month for Mental Champion Month. Stay tuned. I'll see y'all next week.